Charleston, 1988. Hope he doesn't mind me saying that. 3 times All-American College Sailor of the Year, America's Cup and Volvo Ocean Race veteran, and 11 times world champion. He also has a gold medal from the Pan American Games. And rumour has it he was down in the dock this morning working out which boat was the fastest, taking it pretty seriously. In boat number 3, we have Dave Loring. Those of you that have been coming to the briefings will have met him earlier in the week. He is the local maestro, knows every inch of this harbour, 2-time Sunfish World Champion, Laser National Champion, and knows this place inside out. I think my money might be on him. In boat number 4, Tony Ray. My goodness, wherever you go in the world, in whatever boat, Tony Ray is there. A world-class tactician, coach and race team leader. Years of experience both in the America's Cup, the Olympic and the Volvo Ocean Race World. Tony knows what it takes to win and build a winning team. Let's see today if he knows what it takes to win the Pro-Am here in Charleston. In boat number 5, representing Quantum Sails, is Travis Odenbach. He's been practicing for this all year. It means a lot. Competed 2 years ago, finished in last place. He's back for redemption. And in boat number 7, Kevin Jewett. Kevin is in charge of the sailing program here in Charleston. So he knows the boats, he knows the waters, he knows how to train. I imagine he'll be a dark horse. He'll also know a lot of the crew. In boat number 8, Zeke Harrich from North Sails. Optimist legend, small boat legend, 8-time North American national champion. He's going to be hot. I think they might have started. Have they started? Joining me is Ed Sperry, who knows the class inside out and knows the people on the boats. And Ed, just tell us a little bit perhaps about the crews that are with the pros.
So every boat has college crews and high school crews to fill out their team. And so they should have all local knowledge on their boat with the different teams, different guys from College of Charleston, different local high school sailing teams. So it should be good to have local knowledge on every boat.
There's one boat streaking ahead, made a great start. Can't quite work out who it is from here, but as soon as they get around that top mark, we'll be able to identify the number. All about the start in this light wind, keeping the boats rolling. Not that easy. 2 laps, I think, of the course. I'm hoping 3 races. Well, moments away for tacking from that top mark. Boats are close though. Very important not to make any kind of mistake.
Yeah. Mistakes in this short course is very difficult, and you can see they line up, and one boat, number 3, just had to duck a couple to get on the lay line. They're about as tight as you can get. The first 4 boats are all overlapped, and short offset, they're going to go main and jib only for the downwind. Ooh, someone's trying to set a kite though. We'll see what happens here. I guess we're going kites now, so that's a change to the program. It'll be much more exciting with a short course racing to have spinnakers going up. And so it looks like in first place, who can see that number? 5? Is it 5? It's Travis Odenbach. 6 is not here. So 5, it looks like it might be Travis Odenbach. So he looks like that redemption he's looking for. And look at that. All those boats, 7 boats, almost overlapped completely, going for the sets. And it's going to be a fun race.
I know they're taking it seriously. I mean, this matters. And you can see that on the race course. I mean, meters between them, hardly anything in it. I can imagine Travis's heart rate is pumping. They're coming down to this yellow mark here. It's a robotic mark. You can move it around, without having to have a chase boat. And yeah, so if the wind changes, we can move that around. I think Travis is extending. There's so much tension though in this light wind. So he told me earlier that he wasn't going to shout at his crew. He was a good communicator. He was a nice guy.
Oh, Travis is a great guy, and it'll be fun to see him getting all excited about this as they come down to the mark. Second place, it looks like it's number 8, which is Zeke Horowitz, and then we'll see who's in the RS21 sale. But it looks like the first 3 boats have extended on the rest of the fleet, which is great. Looks like Dave Perry jibed away, so we'll see what he's thinking right there. And number 3, which is Dave Loring, has no spinnaker, so maybe we have a technical difficulty here, which can happen. Chris Larson is the 4th boat there. We'll see as they come into the jibe. Number 7, Kevin Jewett. So Zeke went to College of Charleston, so that's some local knowledge. Kevin coaches at the College of Charleston and runs the program here, so he's in 3rd. So it definitely seems like a local knowledge race right now.
Well, Dave Perry completely throwing the dice. What else can you do in last place? But from the benefit of watching here on the pier, really struggling against the tide. We're just watching Travis Odenbach from Quantum Sails trying to get around that mark. Slow work, not the best execution.
Zeke coming inside.
Whoa. Oh, Travis. Travis. Oh, it's the finish. It's the finish. Oh, when the pressure was on, Travis just let it slip away. He choked in that final moment. The winner of the race in boat number 8 was Zeke Horowitz. Well done. A big, massive round of applause for winner of race 1 here in the 2019 Pro-Am.
Travis and then Kevin. And then coming in will be 4, which is Tony Ray. And then most likely Chris Larson.
Well, stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to wait for Dave Perry to finish, bringing up the rear. And then race number 2 will start. Important race this, especially for the guys who just haven't really made an impression. This is their last chance. Try not to miss the start.
2 is when the plan comes together.
Yeah, I'll be back quick.
I mean, I've seen these boats racing in the UK, brand new design this season. I know you're involved in the States with them. Just tell us a little bit about them. What have they been designed for? What's their purpose? Where do you see them slotting into the sailing market?
So the boat was originally designed kind of on request from the Norwegian Sailing Federation to be a Club 1 design boat. And so what's happening is a lot of clubs are looking at these boats. And so the idea is to have a boat that's both fun to sail, easy to sail, but also tweaky enough so you can make the fine adjustments and still have fun. But if you just go out and sail the boat, it's fairly simple. They're also all legs in, so you're going to have everyone being able to communicate and participate in the tactics as well as upwind and downwind. And so it's taking off really well. These boats, there's 6 of them that are touring the country as charter boats. We've done San Diego Nude, and we'll do Charleston Race Week, and then the rest of the nude regattas. And then we have 2 extra boats that are demo boats here, and we add to the fleet as boats are purchased. And so it's starting off the 1 design option, so it's a really good option here.
Okay. 3 whistles, ladies and gentlemen. I think 3 minutes to go to the start of race 2 here at Charleston Race Week Pro-Am. Who's your money on? We can hear a little bit of shouting, a little bit of aggravation. This really matters.
Mark's about to move the lure.
Well, the breeze here in the harbour is delivering, just filling in across the course, and we can see the RS21s speed up here. It's going to be an exciting race.
I get it. Sperry, Charleston.
I mean, quite the talented lineup. I know the pros, but I know a lot of the a lot of the college kids that are out with them today have also, also pretty successful and pretty talented. Just tell us, where they've come from, what program they're involved with here in Charleston.
All the college kids are involved with College of Charleston, and the one thing obviously everyone knows here is local knowledge is very important. And you'll see a lot of the local teams that are way up in the fleet because of the local knowledge. And so these College of Charleston's kids are great, and then the rest of the high school kids are with the different high school programs locally. Dave Loring is a local sailor, and so he knows this bay inside and out. Kevin Jewett is the program director here at College of Charleston. And then if you look at the list of who the pros are, a lot of them went to school here, and if not, they sailed here, and so they understand a lot. And it tells you a lot because it's a difficult place to sail that these pros have gone on to become pros because they learned at a very challenging location, and it's very, very showing here. So.
One whistle, 1 minute to go to the start of race 2 of the Pro-Am here at the Sperry Charleston Raceway. Which one's Larson?
2. He was trying to hold up Zeke and he couldn't do it.
Okay, I can see a little bit of match racing going on between boat number 8 and number 2 and number 4, trying to squeeze them all out. And number 4, Tony Ray, doing a great job of controlling. Is he going to manage to accelerate, get up to speed, and make the perfect start? Well, let's see. Only seconds to go until the race start. And they're off. Clean start. Beautiful pressure here in the harbour. Boat number 2 got a few issues. Chris Larson, he's attached to the committee boat. I'm not sure he can perhaps sail in the tide as well as you made him out to, Ed.
He might have been in College Charleston a little longer ago than he thought. But you can see the local knowledge guys went pin end with Dave Loring and then Travis, who sailed here a lot. But they've had to duck the next 3 boats. Zeke Horowitz is doing really well, and looks like Kevin Jewett, who's the sailing director, is going right.
Well, he may have been last in the first race, but Dave Perry has got wings. He is flying, leading the fleet here into mark number 1. He's certainly a wake-up call, that first race for him. Sailing well here.
Travis. He's from Left Chester.
Chris Larson, he should get the beers out maybe. What do you think?
Maybe.
Come on, Chris!
Kevin Jewett coming in from the right.
Is it? Well, the fastest boat on the track right now
Kevin Jewett.
is Kevin Jewett. I think he might have an engine. He's going double the speed of everyone else. He knew exactly where to go. Director of sailing, of course, here at Charleston, and got a pretty healthy lead coming into mark number 1.
Obviously, boat speed in this light condition is huge, and so he's coming in that definitely a lot more spread out as the breeze came up in this race. As you see, as Kevin's surrounding the first mark, it looks like it's going to be tight with Dave Perry probably coming in second, and then you have Travis Odenbach coming in on starboard, and hopefully he has rights on Tony Ray and the next boat there, Zeke Horowitz. So it's definitely a much different race this time. It's quicker, more breeze, and Kevin had a great set, and he's coming down, and I'm guessing he's going to be able to hang on for a win and show how proud he is of this College of Charleston team.
You know, when your coach is racing the pro, you want him to do well. He wants to show all his charges, just that he's still got it, I think, that he's still got it, and extending all the time, sailing this boat, the RS21, brand new this year, faster than everyone else, making it look easy.
Well, Kevin may have had a choice in seating the sailors as well, so maybe he got a little advantage there as he jibes to come down into the finish. I'm sure he wanted to help himself out a little bit.
Well, not the best jibe. Slowed down a lot, still not got that kite setting and lost a lot of distance there. This may not be over.
Travis thought he had the nice, comfortable lead in the last race. We'll see if Kevin can hold on in this one. He's got Dave Perry coming strong, and you have Travis jibing for him right now, and then Tony Ray in the next RS21 boat. So definitely the pressure's on. These guys never give up. You can see Chris Larson did circles at the start after hooking the start boat, and he is still racing. So none of these guys give up. That's why they're professionals.
Well, Kevin Jewett still leading this A-class fleet to the finish.
Jibed early.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to the right-hand side, the boat that jibed early, and we just can't forget about him, Zeke Horovich, winner of race 1. Making huge amount of progress on that right-hand side. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. Still, of course, one jibe to do to the finish. This is going to be close. Boat number 5 and boat number 7. Travis Odenbach back for more. But taking the gun and winning race 2 of the Pro-Am here. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Kevin Jewett.
Travis! Yeah!
Well, Travis Odenbach held his nerve, came back to take second place. 2 seconds, of course, going into the final and third race of this Pro-Am. Third across the line, boat number 1, Dave Perry. Great start. Executed that first beat so well. Back in the game. All right, we need the scores, I guess, going into the last one. We got the. Well, stay with us. Coming up in a few minutes, the final race, race 3 of the Pro-Am here at the Sperry Charleston Race Week. This is where the champion will be decided. Who are we waiting for 3?
Dave Warren. Local expert. I don't know if he was on the ground. Yeah, he's on spinning video.
I mean, I've got to say, the boats look fun. I mean, there's not much wind, but they're taking off here. They look like a fun boat to sail. I mean, what's the response been?
The response has been great because it's a very stable boat because they have a heavy keel, but then the hull is very light. So it's kind of a combination of dinghy and big boat. The boat keeps moving forward because of the keel, but it's a light boat, so you can roll it and work the boat like a dinghy. So you know these guys are really, everyone has really liked the boat, really had a lot of fun. They're comfortable to sail, and you can do little tweaks here and there. And I'm sure these pros love doing the little tweaks when they can, and just to get that little bit of an edge. You can adjust your jib halyard, and you have a downhaul, and they're just a lot of fun and really easy. And flying a spinnaker is always good in these things, so they're zipping around. They may have been designed in the Solent, but they like the light air as well too.
I mean, I've raced against a lot of these pros and I've watched them race as well, and one thing they're good at is learning quickly. And they may not have looked so flash in race 1, but they will be all over how to make this boat go well.
Let's just say when we were doing a little introduction of how the boats were, they were definitely asking where everything was, so they knew what line to pull and how to tweak it so they can go fast. And so it's always fun seeing them just light up when they they're asking questions, and it's just like when you coach some high school kids. They're like, okay, what's this do? What's that? I want to know what's going on so I can go faster than the next guy.
I mean, I'd be pretty excited to be sitting next to Dave Perry, read all these books, watched him, coached people to, extraordinary heights within this sport. How excited were the college kids to get on board with him, or were they slightly nervous maybe?
The college and high school kids were pretty quiet, but there were definitely some smiles, and so I think some of them will realize a lot more after they get off the water, what really happened, because you go and in our world, sailing didn't get all the press, but you see it, and these guys are experts. And you don't get all the visibility, but then when you get on the water and these guys are, pushing these college kids to get better and better, that's awesome. And just a group of guys that are racing, they're going to be coaching all their crew to make sure that they're tweaking and rolling the boat and getting every ounce that they can out of the breeze, and that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure once we see these guys get off the water, there's going to be some
top three is that 7, 5, and 8. So that's Kevin and Travis are tied first.
These are the three boats.
Yeah.
And this is the point.
And then Zeke's, yep.
This is okay.
So that's Kevin 4, Travis 4.
Okay, so it goes that way.
Zeke, sorry, yeah. I was random.
The port and starboard trying to figure it out.
That's not my high side.
1 minute to go to the final race here in the Pro-Am, and I'm just going to give you the scores. In first place on 4 points is our very own Travis Odenbeck from Quantum Sails. Also on 4 points is boat number 5.
No, 5 was Travis. Who was 4? 7, which is Kevin Jewett.
Kevin Jewett right in there, and 2 points behind is boat number 8. Those are the boats to watch.
My phone died. Zeke Horowitz. It's right down.
Seconds to go to this start. Who's boat number 5?
5 was Travis. 7 was Kevin.
Travis in boat number 5, just getting a little bit of separation, keeping the speed on that boat, staying away from trouble. He knows to the right of him is a whole bunch of match racing and team racing champions. Seconds to go. Can Travis hold his nerve and pull this off?
Kevin stuck at the boat. Oh, Kevin's on.
Oh, Kevin had stuck to the boat. His chances of winning, of becoming the 2019 champion, over. Travis Odenbeck over the line, having to come back. So nearly perfect start. He will have his work cut out to get back into this game.
One of our leaders.
That's Kevin Jewett.
Okay, who's that?
That's Zeke. Who would be the next top? Zeke Horowitz.
Extending his lead. Zeke Horowitz. Boat looks beautifully set up, and that lovely puff of wind right in the middle of the course, covering his opposition, sailing away from them.
Kevin Jewett maybe got a little excited there and tried to get inside at the boat end, and so he's getting off right now. As you see the left shift come in, that looks like that's Dave Lawrence.
How are we going to know who's won? Or
We'll just have to add it up. What do you mean?
Zeke Horowitz.
we don't even know who's in which boat anymore because his phone's dead.
Very good.
What's that? Oh, I wrote it
His
all
phone
down.
died. Oh,
I've got it.
okay, great.
That's good. Zeke, it looks pretty far extended though, and controlling.
All you have to worry about
So-
now is just reading my writing, but yeah, I did.
We'll see what happens as they come up to the lay line. It's hard to see their numbers right now. We'll mention Kevin Jewett one more time as he's working his way off. And on the committee boat, Greg Fisher, which is the past sailing director here at College of Charleston, is running these races for us. And we appreciate that a lot. Now he's moved on to the U.S. sailing team.
Oh, tight cross here in the top.
Oh, Chris Larson's getting inside.
Dave Loring just ducking the leader, Horowitz, and just getting inside.
Chris Larson.
Chris Larson. Pretty punchy to get in there.
With this Sperry.
Beautiful set. Chris Larson leading the fleet down here. Beautiful set. Great crew work on board. On board with them, Henley Skinner, Robert Silcox, Mason Baird. Beautiful job under pressure.
Loring with the first time setting of this regatta.
Who's leading?
Chris Larson. And then Zeke Horowitz. Chris and then Zeke. And
So-
then Loring.
So who's going to lead overall?
Chris, Zeke. With Kevin and Travis with the other two. Travis.
Zeke's the third.
He's the second.
Zeke Horowitz in second position here, leading the Pro-Am overall. Just needs a nice, steady race. Chris Larson looking behind. Quite the sailor, match racing champion. He'll know exactly how to play this. It's all about timing that jibe when you make the move. Plenty of pressure though. Meters behind his opposition. There we go, simultaneous jibing. Who can pull it off?
So the jibe into the finish, you have Kevin Jewett working his way upwind. Looks like Chris maneuvering well. Zeke jibed on him, which is obviously a smart maneuver. The jibing back, not sure what's going on here, as they just need to get across the finish line. And then in boat one is Dave Perry. See a double jibe back. Looks like Zeke is just trying to get across the line and try to take this Pro-Am regatta. A little douse here by Chris. Hopefully the current doesn't take him into the Markset bot, but I think he's going to be fine. Zeke working his way over the top, trying to get into second place. And number two there, Chris Larson, obviously had a tough first race. Dave Loring sticking it in there. Sounded like he got in there, and then Zeke will be in third place. Dave Perry's up top. You see fighting hard. Number 7's getting rolled by Tony Ray. 7 is Kevin Jewett going upwind. And then number 5, Travis Odenbach coming in from our left.
So he's our winner.
Zeke Horowitz will be our winner. He had a little luck on this last race as Kevin Jewett hooked the committee boat and Travis Odenbach was over early. Travis came back a little bit as he was in second to last, but looks like he's caught a couple boats. But Zeke is going to be our winner.
What a sight! What great fun, and lots of competitive juices flowing there. Ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause for our winner, Zeke Horowitz. Yeah. And his team.
We love you, Bert.
Will Rawlings, Burke and Barry. And another Horowitz. He's sailing with his brother.
Down here. That's him.
Zeke, Burke and Barry, Will Rollins.
Anyway, great crew work by Zeke. 2019 Pro-Am Sperry Charleston Race Week champions. Nice job. A massive thank you to all our pros for taking part this evening. I know they've all had a long day on the water, so thank you so much for coming out. And a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for all our volunteer sailors, our high school and our college kids who've come out this evening to race with our champions. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great evening.